Just finished another beat. I did that one with only my right hand. Just finished another beat. I did that one with only my left hand. Just finished another beat. I did that one without any sound. Just finished another beat. I wasn't even here. God, making beats is so easy in Ableton Live. I wish I had something harder. Pro Tools? No. GarageBand? No.
The open architecture of Reason's rack. Anything goes philosophy of cabling. The nitty-gritty side of mod matrices and complicated programmers. What they all have in common is this basic idea. You get to decide how you make your music. And my job
Don't worry guys, we're still doing reviews and tutorials on this channel. Just been trying some different content and so far it's not going great. Content's been good, people seem to like it. Algorithm, not as much. So I'm gonna try to up the ante on these. Okay, today I'll be reviewing Reason 11. I got to beta test it for a few months, and I've been using it on and off since like Reason 3 or 4 or something like that. I don't really remember anymore. Before picking up Ableton, it was actually my first long-term DAW. So I'm gonna run you down the block. I'm gonna run you down on the new features and tell you the good, the bad, and the what the fuck. They give you the ability to use Reason in any DAW as a VST. I believe it has to be VST3. They added curved automation, upgraded audio crossfades, improved zoom, improved MIDI clip muting, improved drawing, draw notes quicker, improved piano roll. They have the quartet chorus ensemble, meant to spice up your sound with 4 flavors of chorus and ensemble effects. From classic vintage chorus to the unique sound of granular ensemble. Then there's a sweeper modulation effect. You can add more color with this high quality multi-talented phaser, flanger, and filter unit with expansive dynamic modulation options. Then there's the master bus compressor. Reason's trusted bus compressor can now be applied anywhere in the rack. Then there's the channel dynamics, uses subtle compressor, expander, and gate from Reason's studio grade mixer anywhere in your signal chain. And there's a channel EQ device. You can get their legendary modeled EQ unit, featured in countless recordings, now as its own Reason rack device. Being able to use Reason inside of DAWs is a godsend. I've used Rewire a lot though in the past, so I'm kind of up to speed with that. I wonder if Rewire will still have any use. Another thing that's good about Reason 11, or just Reason in general, is just the open-endedness of it, literally. The fact you can plug in anything to anything, program anything with anything. It's very creative. That's really the main thing that drew me to it originally when I was younger. Yeah, the mixing and mastering stuff is pretty good in Reason. The bus compressor, the master bus compressor, all that is pretty nice sounding. I compare that to like a Waves SSL type kind of. Presets. Whoever designed the presets, they did a great job. I don't think they reused too many of the old ones, or if they did, they phased out a lot of them because I don't recognize very many of them. The sound design doesn't feel cheap at all. It feels like they actually hired people to do it. When you go through the sounds, it feels unique and varied, very flavorful. I actually feel good digging into the preset folders in here. The grain sampler. I know it's not new to Reason 11, but I just want to say it's good. Redrum. I know this one's definitely not new. I don't know, this is one of my favorite things about Reason always, so that's definitely going to be in the good. Oh yeah, and Scream. But you guys need to give Scream a dry / wet knob because it would make it so much more usable, in my opinion. The instrument sounds are really decent. I actually would say that maybe some of the instrument sounds are up there with Contact. Speaking of that, let's do a back-to-back comparison right now. Let's see if I'm crazy. Talking presets though, no ID8. So I'm gonna check 3 pianos real quick. 1 from Contact and 2 from Reason. I personally like the Reason one's a lot better. What about you guys? The code optimization of Reason seems like a far cry from what it was in Reason 4. Or I don't know, Reason 6 or 7. I don't know, any of them. I mean, it's hard for me to say for certain what's going on, but it seems a lot less usable than it used to be. You need a better computer than you used to for sure. Even without using VSTs, just some of the new devices, even just using too many of the old devices seems like it could be problematic. So something needs to change about the optimization of this program. So much of it hasn't changed since 2010. And that's not good, because other programs have just been speeding up how to do the simplest things, while Reason, to do the simplest things, it can take you so much time. Like setting up a sidechain can take up so much time without some sort of template set up. It's really stupid. They need to change the way this program is optimized, not just the code. Code is less of a problem here. I'd say the workflow. Something about the workflow needs to change. It needs to become easier to do simple things. Sidechaining shouldn't take a few minutes. It shouldn't. You guys remember record? Program? I know the saying is, if things don't work, don't change them. Or I think that's the saying. Something like that. I don't know. Things need to get better at some point too. So ID8. I don't know why this thing is still here. It sounds okay though, but it just, at the very least, it looks like shit. You need to do something about the way this thing looks. It does look like it came out of 2008. Hey guys. Scream dry/wet knob. I'm not making my own device to do that, okay? Also, sampling. Have you tried sampling on this program in 2019? It takes so long compared to many other samplers. Why are we still using NN19 and NNXT? Why? It's a goddamn crime, really. I give Reason I don't know, out of 10. Not really sure what to rate this DAW or plugin, because it's very useful in terms of what it can do. The ceiling of Reason is very high, but the entry level of Reason is also very high. So it's very hard to rate it. I think one person could rate this program a 10 and another person can rate it a 1, depending on what kind of personality you are and if this suits your work style. Yeah, so I don't know, I'm kind of in the middle with it. Prices are pretty average, so I'm not really going to factor that into the review. Okay, that's it for this review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it was somewhat informative, entertaining. What should I do a review on next? Or a tutorial? I haven't done a tutorial in a while. I need some ideas. I'm your host, Weaver Beats. Make sure to check out Bloom Audio if you haven't, bloom-audio.com for affordable mixing and mastering by me. Check out my Patreon if you haven't, if you want to support your boy or get lots of perks. What are you doing? Go check them out right now. Why aren't you checking it out? Check out my Amazon affiliate links down in the description. It's a great way to buy something for yourself or maybe a loved one while supporting the channel. It doesn't add any extra cost to your cart. It just costs the same amount. I just get a little percentage of it somehow. I don't know how exactly it works. Tune in next time when I poop my pants. Shout out to my patrons. You guys are awesome. You're now listening to Future Collective. The link to check them out is down in the description.